Is there any special kind of, how can I put it, a trait that a pigeon will have? Would it make it more for the long distance events? Like get up in the morning and get home. You know what I mean? After they've nighted out, is it bred into them? Get myself up and home.
Yeah, well, it's motivation as much as anything. That if you've got a strain that'll do it, that's strong enough and capable of doing it. I mean, some pigeons aren't capable of doing it.
No.
So they fly themselves out even in half a day's race.
Yeah, that's
so they can't get up next morning. And normally the pigeons what we've got for extreme distance, they feel as though they've got more feathers on them. I don't know whether they have or not, but they give you that impression.
Yeah.
So they don't lose much heat on a night, say if they're on a rooftop. You know, they don't lose as much as one which feels thinner feathers.
Keeping yourself in good wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was one point I'd not thought of myself. That makes all the sense.
Yeah, you'll see when you handle some of these, you'll see difference in feathering. They feel like they've got, I mean, I've never took out feathers, I can count them, but they feel as though they've got more feathers on them.
Yeah.
Whether it's better feather quality, I don't know, whether it just traps more air, but you'll see a difference.
So that's just another thing you look at with your long distance birds as well.
Yeah. Well, they find themselves out. If you'll keep hammering them, you get left with them.
Yeah.
And that's the pigeon, isn't it?
They're the type that you're left with?
Yeah.
Right, that's another point to look out for. Now your extreme distance candidates, we are talking like your 600, 700, 800 mile races. Are these pigeons, do they come about naturally or are they moulded by man? Well, say yourself, Chris, how much do you put into them from the age we've weaned off, we've raced them, or we're coming up to racing young birds, then you take over? Do you mould them into the long distance?
No, they've already got them capabilities.
Right.
So really it all starts before you pair your pigeons up. Your pigeons have to be 100% healthy before you pair them up.
Yeah.
Bouncing. You'll get some fanciers will say to you, oh, 93 were a good season, or 97 I bred some good pigeons. Well, I think that year their pigeons were in better nick than they have been other years.
Right.
That's the only difference I can see. So you kick off your pigeons when you pair them up, they're 100% healthy. And then you start with your youngsters, and some of them youngsters of mine might do 700 mile but plus in 2 weeks, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
And even when they get to 2-year-old, they're good a paw, 700 and odd miles. You know, don't nurse them.
That 2-year-olds?
At 2-year-olds, they'll good a paw.
Right.
Not all of them, but most of them. And 3-year-olds into Palamos. I think a good pigeon is always a good pigeon, whether you race it or you don't, whether you don't train it as a young one and you start it as a yearling. If it's a good pigeon, it's still going to be a good pigeon.
It's always got it there,
yeah.
like, yeah.
If it's on darkening system, if it's a good pigeon, it'll still be a good pigeon when time comes. But I don't treat them any different, you just treat them hard, and then you sort wheat from chaff at an early age.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this letting them come on while they're 2 and 3 year old and then trying them. You'd be have hundreds of pigeons around you, wouldn't you?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, so it's an hard from the off, like.
Yeah, and they can prove themselves.
Yeah. Are there any certain strains of breeder pigeons that would fly the extreme distances better than any others? Was there any strains created specifically for the job?
Well, there is strains. Your old English strains, I think, are your best bet if you're just starting off. You want something that's doing it over here, not in another country.
Right.
Yeah, you want some old English type pigeons, not these modern day things.
No. What kind of pigeons would we be looking at then? Are they still available in this day and age?
Yeah, certain fancies. You want to bid to them what's doing well in, say, British Barcelona Club. That's because they're more split up there. So the type of pigeon what they've got in there have to think for themselves.
Right.
National Flying Club's a good club as well, but I think the Barcelona Club, there's less pigeons goes, and they're split up all over.
Yeah.
So if you get them off somebody that's doing well in there, and that'd be your starting point.
Right.
It don't really matter about the name of the breed.
No.
It's all a load of rubbish, really, that.
Yeah.
They name these breeds so that they can make money out of them. They bring them in, Van Summit from Holland and all this, so that they can make money out of them.
That's right. They're pumped up pedigrees rather than performance.
Yeah, you want is some pigeons from somewhere that's winning for you or doing the distance, and then breed round them and just keep bringing a little bit in every now and then.
Yeah. Well, you've answered my last question. Pure breed or hybrid vigour, which would you advocate?
Well, you've got to have a breed, a base breed to start with, but you've got to bring something in. You've got to keep bringing something into it. All these, what's pure this, pure that. Say Kirkpatrick's the same pure Kirkpatrick. When Kirkpatrick were alive, wouldn't have been pure.
No.
They'd have had pigeons from here, there, and everywhere, but he'd had his base strain.
Yeah.
But people today try to keep them as they are, and you just can't do it. You just got to put a little bit in and breed it out, say 50%, then you're down to 25%, 12.5%. And if they're no good, you out them. If they are good, it's into your breed.
You put it into your gene pool.
Yeah, you've got to keep bringing a little bit of something in, but just not too much. You don't read the pigeon book one day and think, oh, that breed's better than them I've got, so get rid of mine and get them, because they're not. It's just how they advertise them.
There is fancies that do that though, aren't there, regularly?
Yeah, most of them.
What do you look for in a potential extreme distance bird? Well, if you was to go to, say, my loft, and I was to say to you, now I'd like to have a go at this, will you go through my pigeons and...
If I had to pick one, I mean, there's a lot of combinations, Mexico pigeon.
Right.
But if I had to just pick one thing out, it's strength of its back.
Right.
That is the main thing in a pigeon
So
for long distance racing.
You believe in the strong back?
It's got to have a strong back, else it just can't do it.
Right. So anything with a weak back or any you out the way, gone?
Yeah, they just won't come.
You won't have it? No. What about for inland racing?
It don't come into it as much then.
No, you get away with it maybe?
Yeah, you can get away with that. A lot of things in land racing. And I think a lot of pigeons can win on the day if they just happen to be right and it's on right track and right frame of mind, but not from distance because they haven't got the capabilities to do it.
No. And what about the wings? What a series of the wings of long extreme distance birds?
Well, these are mine. They're thick wing butts, good feathering. The feathers don't need to be particularly thin and long.
No.
Strong feathers, I'd say, but the pigeon itself wants to feel buoyant in your hand like a piece of cork.
Right.
Whereas for sprint racing, they're heavier, not like a piece of lead, but similar.
Yeah. So we hear, different series of widths of flights, length, pointed, squared off, and then of course there's a tail series, left side, right side.
I've never gone in for tail theories, but I have measured all the wings and photographed a lot, and they do have to have gaps in their N3 to let the wind through.
Well ventilated.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. But the length of the flights doesn't make that much difference really. But when you're shifting your youngsters, if they're long distance young'uns, they're usually the feathers, the flight feathers will cross over on end of the tail.
Right.
They'll be as long, if not longer, some of them, than the tail. That's what the tail is when they're just walking about like. But
that's an interesting point you just brought up, because again, going back to theories of yesteryear and such, we was told when we first started up, anything with feathering like that, flights crossing over the tail, rubbish, bin them, get rid of them.
No, a lot of these have it like that when you shift them. But as regarding length at flight, it's what's in their heart really, isn't it? What counts, the determination to get home. You can have a big bloke, a little bloke, it don't make any difference, does it? It's the determination what they've got, the drive.
Stuff they're made of.
Yeah. When you send them, they've got to be bred for the job, 100% healthy, well motivated, and if you can do it, it's a bit hard. They've got to be psychologically right.
Right.
But that's harder to do.
That's super cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's like people that illnesses they have a lot of psychological problems, don't we? How we do as people.
Oh yeah.
And you can't see it in them.
That's right.
And they'll have the same problems as us.
I would imagine that'd be pretty difficult to sort them out.
Yeah, you just got to watch them, haven't you, and see if they're happy. Usually a good distance pigeon, they're not fighting. They generally have a top box, a cock will have a top box, and they leave him alone. It might be first down to corn, but nobody seems to challenge him.
Right.
Things you have to watch for.
So again, it's observation.
Yeah, it's observation, yeah.
You must keep an eye on them.
I've got to keep an eye on them.